and this is going to get Jonathan's blood boiling, uh,
Boing? Boing?
boiling. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Zack Snyder decided to give us some more information on what's going on. It's like
Finally.
I'll read the article here. While speaking to the Daily Beast about the next up-and-coming installment of the growing DC cinematic universe, bullshit, Snyder referenced his recent comments that when the Justice League eventually comes together, they may have an even bigger enemy to fight than what Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman can expect in Batman v Superman. Well, you have Doomsday right now. He doesn't just crawl out of the ground. He has his own mythology, right? So that has to be explored. Moving on. And though Snyder isn't divulging specifics about the future installments or whether Doomsday will survive Batman v Superman to fight another day, the director explained that Doomsday introduction is a purposeful sign to fans of what is to come. And here's what he said. To us, it really made sense to give Doomsday to the audience now, Snyder said. I really wanted to make the audience a promise that though I'm super excited and happy and fulfilled by the conflict of Batman and Superman, there's also a bigger world to start to think about. That bigger world will eventually come together through, though before its November 2017 release, both the Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman will hit theaters. We got to talk about that too. Anyway, it just goes on. But essentially,
there's a lot to talk about.
So what are your thoughts about Zack Snyder's comments, Jonathan?
I mean, just unpack what he's saying there for a minute. He's trying to justify his artistic choices and the creative choices of the team of putting Doomsday in this movie, right? Superman versus Batman, they're introducing Doomsday, and like he said, he has his own mythology, and he doesn't just crawl out of the ground in the movie. But it seems from the trailer, his origin is pretty specific to a dead General Zod being resurrected by Mark Zuckerberg. So what does he mean? How is he trying to back away from the obvious plot points in the trailer that were revealed, that Doomsday was a creation of a mortal being and doesn't have a further backstory like his DC comic origins suggest? Like, he's not a mystical thousands of year old super being. Like, he's just a zombie, basically, from what the trailer showed. And then again, like you said, he's talking about opening up the DC cinematic universe, which doesn't officially start until Batman versus Superman, because it'll be the first time that there's been a theatrical release with two main DC people together on the screen. So the DC cinematic universe might be built and fall at the same time with this movie. If nobody likes it, nobody buys it, then the Wonder Woman movie, it's going to come out, because they already have teasers. There's already a trailer for the Wonder Woman movie, and it doesn't come out until a year after the Dawn of Justice,
which I don't get. So it's
like they're really just shoveling it in there. They're just like, we'll pack all these movies in. Who gives a shit if nobody watches Superman versus Batman? Who gives a shit if nobody watches Wonder Woman? Because we're gonna have a Flash movie, and we're gonna reboot the Green Lantern, and we're gonna have a Cyborg movie, and blah blah blah, and we're gonna have a Samoan Aquaman. Whether you like it or not, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it does seem like he's backpedaling a little bit, because he caught a lot of flack for Doomsday showing up right then. And it's kind of people like, Doomsday already? You needed to hold him back for later. And he's like, I guess saying, oh, whoa, no, we're gonna... He's gonna be big in the series, So I guess he realized he fucked up, and so maybe they're gonna rewrite it. Maybe that's why there was a pushback of the date of the release.
Isn't it too late to rewrite it? I mean... there's hints in the trailer.
They have pushed back on the release, though.
Yeah. Well, there's hints in the trailer of Darkseid, Darkseid. His minions are flying around in what is apparently a dream sequence. Which, I mean, if you really need... I'm not even going to get into it again, but if you really need Batman to have a dream sequence about why Superman's dangerous, well, then Batman's not as smart as people think he is. If he needs to realize that only... Like, if he has a dream where he's, like, has an epiphany in a dream that Superman's dangerous, then he doesn't have any deduction powers at all. You know what I mean? He should have known that from day one. But we'll have to watch the movie. I'm definitely going to watch the movie. And well, I thought about that with Man of Steel too, but then I ended up watching it a year later on Blu-ray. But either way, we're going to find out what this movie is all about, and we'll be able to either congratulate him or say I told you so.
I still think it's foolish to have Wonder Woman, which is clearly a prequel. If you watch the teaser for it, it's clearly her origin story. You're having it come out after Dawn of Justice, or
they don't want to be accused of copying Marvel, of having a Superman movie, a Batman movie, a Wonder Woman movie, and then a Justice League movie. They want to get them on the screen together as soon as possible. That's why they're doing Dawn of Justice first.
Most people aren't going to give a shit. By that point, for me personally, it's just kind of like I would have loved a Wonder Woman movie, and then it hints at Batman v Superman.
I think what the problem is that Warner Brothers, DC, and all the people working on this cinematic universe don't want to just copy Marvel. But the thing is, it's working for Marvel. Why would you not blatantly rip them off if you could? If it's a winning formula, like the first guy to make a car had 4 wheels and a steering wheel, right?
Yeah.
No one blamed the next guy that made a car of copying him because his car had 4 wheels and a steering wheel. Do your characters, give them good one-off movies that are intertwined by a story arc that comes together in a team-up movie.
Yeah.
Do that first. Why? What's with the higgledy-piggledy? Man of Steel hinted at no larger universe. The Dark Knight movies hinted at no larger universe. Other than the properties that are involved directly with those characters, has been no, up to this point, no movie where they interacted. So to me, it's just too much. I don't know if it's too much too soon or if it's too ambitious, but it just doesn't feel right. Batman versus Superman movie right now, I just don't understand. Like, there should have been at least a Wonder Woman to break it up between Man of Steel and Batman versus Superman, or maybe even a Batman reboot with Ben Affleck. But like he said, he's going to go off and direct his own Batman movies after this. And oh my God, what? I don't understand. But okay.
I don't get. I think it's don't. There's no shame in doing that. I mean, look at some of the most successful companies have made their entire living off of watching what other people do, copying it, and doing it better, and giving a better product.
Samsung,
Sony, the list goes on. Microsoft, Apple. It just you could go down the list. A lot of times when they come out with a product, they're not the first one, but they saw the other person come out with the product and go, that's a good idea, but I can do it better and I can do it more affordable. Or like with the movie, it's just like you could write, you can do it the same kind of build, but maybe you could do it better. It's just no one's going to sit there. Only the most hardcore fans are going to sit there and go, oh, you're just copying Marvel. It's just they. I don't think this is a good idea. I think you should do the origin movies and then come out with the big movie. Or, with the Batman v Superman, don't hint at a larger, bigger story yet. Just have Batman and Superman face each other. You have them established. Then you do the Wonder Woman origin and everyone else's origin, and then you do the Doomsday, coming in and everyone having to unite together, kind of. You know what I mean? It's just kind of